Is ketamine addictive? Is it dangerous? This is something that I love to talk about because I am a recovering cocaine alcoholic addict. Ketamine is actually commonly cut in cocaine, but is it actually addictive in itself, and is it dangerous? There's a lot of ketamine therapy out there. There's a lot of, when it comes around ketamine, like, yes, it is used for medicinal purposes, but in reality, it is actually dangerous and it is addictive, and here's why. If you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe button. Ketamine itself, when you are taking this, whether it's in a powder form and you're snorting it, however you might be ingesting it, I snorted it, it was usually cut into cocaine. It gives you a very disassociative feel. You feel like you're drunk, things aren't visually right, you feel loose, you feel more talkative, you feel good. There is a lot of sensory involved, but visually things are definitely also different too. A little bit of derealization. But when it comes to the addictive side of it, this isn't a drug that's addictive like opiates or like alcohol. There's not a physical dependency to it, but there is a mental dependency. It is changing around with some serotonin and epinephrine, and it does make you feel like you're escaping reality. And let's face it, when it comes to addiction, the main thing with addiction is we're escaping reality. We find a drug that makes us feel good, we can become obsessed with it. I have met people who are flat out ketamine addicts. That was their drug of choice. When you're using ketamine, you are just taking yourself to a place where you feel that you are completely relaxed. Everything isn't real. This isn't real. All the stress in life isn't real. It makes you truly disassociate away from everything. I mean, if you take too much ketamine, it's essentially a K-hole, which is a catatonic state where you're alert and awake, but you aren't alert and awake, if that makes sense. There is some actual dangers to using this too. With the long-term use, you are going to build a tolerance to it, which to hit the same achieved high, of course, you're going to have to keep using more. There is also some bladder issues that can come along, kidney damage that can come along. Also, it does become very dangerous mixing it with alcohol and benzos, for example, even opiates, because it does also suppress your breathing. So it does slow down all of that breathing for you. It does slow down the world a lot. I will say this, it was an interesting feeling when I would use this with cocaine because you had this massive stimulant going on, but with the massive stimulant, nothing seemed real. And it did give it a different high. And it wasn't like necessarily a scary high by any means. And it's very easy to get hooked to this because let's face it, it was kind of like alcohol. It just made you feel good. It made you kind of feel normal. It slowed it all down. But again, it's very hard to control this because you're constantly chasing a feeling that you're never going to have again. And that's the worst part. And again, I just share from personal experiences. I'm a recovering cocaine and alcoholic addict. And so the more that we share our experiences, the more that nobody goes through life alone. I mean, if you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe button, comment your experience down below. When it comes to the danger side of it, that no, this isn't as dangerous as something like fentanyl or heroin is, or even when it comes to as massive of a stimulant like cocaine. It doesn't have withdrawals like Xanax or alcohol. They're not deadly withdrawals, but addictive wise, it is addictive. It is, I would say, more dangerous than like Benadryl. Benadryl addiction is real. But it's going to be more dangerous than like whippet addiction. So it is a dangerous substance and it is an addictive substance, and it's something that you have to respect. I will say this, when it comes to getting sober, I do share for educational purposes only. There is no right or wrong way of getting sober, it's your way. So whether it's going to inpatient treatment or outpatient treatment, going to rehab, I have a refined recovery tag down below, downloading Sunflower Sober, which is an amazing app, that's tagged down below. Going to a therapist, a doctor, a psychiatrist, actually getting on the right medication. Find what works for you, man. AA meetings, NA meetings, do all that and then some. But don't give up. For the one out there fighting through every single day, don't give up. It does get better and you're worth it.